Oh, welcome to Nevada. This is Joe Pyskak. I'm making a presentation of information that I experienced in an alien exchange program going back to 1975. I left off in 1979. I was arrived in Arizona during the octave tropical storm, which is the worst storm to have ever hit Arizona and the worst flooding that Arizona's ever experienced. I have these atmospheric events when I travel. The most marked observation is that there's an extreme loss of energy in the atmosphere, which causes a great deal of precipitation. But I recognized in around 2004 that the aliens are hiding their ships in clouds intentionally, and potentially the abductions that took place in the 60s were not desirable for either the abductees or the government, and the aliens also did not like having people going insane in front of them. So by creating these storms, they could incapacitate as many people as they wanted to, engage them, and the people would only know that there was a storm. So that's one possibility. I don't know exactly what's going on. I did after time. The octave that a bridge disappeared or flooded away just as I crossed it going into Phoenix, and I thought that was rather amazing. With time, I've come to recognize that I'm a rainmaker. I was told in Washington, D.C. that I'm a warden, which, I expand to a planetary warden. And from what I've been reading, I'm potentially what's known as a watcher. So I was taken into a Department of State safe house about 1982. I'd bought land previously in the remote area of Arizona. And in building a house there in 1983, again, was the most extreme weather. Weather was they nearly lost the Page Dam, or the dam at Lake Powell, and Lake Mead completely filled up at Hoover Dam. Hoover Dam was damaged, and there was flooding. Officially, this was due to early snow melt, but there was extreme rain. There was extreme rain everywhere. In the property I had in the mountains had water flowing in areas I didn't know there was even streams. So again, this extreme weather event took place in 1983. But, filling these dams and reservoirs and having all this rainfall is not necessarily a bad thing. What's bad is that the engineering and the infrastructure in place is not capable of handling it. So we're up to 1983 again. I think that's where I left off pretty much yesterday, but there's some more information.